Hello everybody, it's Kat here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another speed build and this one is a tiny home in a cottage style. I really like the challenges of the tiny living pack with the tiny home residential kind of lot traits. Either the small, tiny or micro homes, and I really like challenging myself of what kind of different styles of homes I can make fitting in with those restrictions. So today I wanted to do a cottage style home. I really like cottage styles homes and have been really craving to do like a yellow bordered cottage for a while with white windows, and I thought why not make it a tiny home for that extra bit of challenge. I do have a video on my channel of a tiny loft that I made as well, that I wanted to do the same thing, just a challenge of a different style home, to try also a loft style home because I haven't done a lot of loft style homes in a really long, well, ever actually, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought why not make kind of like a series of it, of doing the different levels of tiny living and different styles of homes. If you do want to see me do a loft house in a micro or small home as well, let me know in the comments down below and I will certainly do that. And if there's any other style of home that you would like me to do in a tiny micro or whatnot home, let me know as well. For this one, I just wanted something really cozy and very traditional kind of cottage feel that you'd kind of see in the woods, or maybe like a granny kind of cottage or and everything. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do in terms of like the inside. I had a really clear idea about the exterior though. I did foot around with a chimney, which you would have seen before. None of them really looked as good as I kind of wanted. And I just ended up giving up on that idea actually. But I am really happy with how the exterior turned out without the chimney as well, with just all the little flower boxes and the little white windows and everything like that. Once again, with the floor plan, I did have a little bit of trouble in terms of like where the bathroom's going to go and the bedroom, and just working around the windows that I've put already. It is always that fight where you go, do I want to put the windows in first, or do I want to put the floor plan in first and then work the windows around the floor plan, or the, you know, either one of those. But I always do the windows first and then kind of struggle with floor planning later, but we get there. I really wanted a open plan living in a sense, like I wanted an archway between the kitchen area and the lounge area. And with the whole tiny home restrictions, it doesn't really leave a lot of room to have a lot of space in terms of kitchen, dining, lounge, bathroom, and a bedroom as well. I did originally want to put a laundry in this house. In the end, I just realized I just didn't have the room for it either. I ended up going for a lot of the cats and dogs kind of feel with that wallpaper, and a lot of the furnishings ended up coming from that pack as well. I think the main reason is because, well, one, I really love the style of that pack, but two, also the pack itself has a lot of that cottage feel, and it just seems to fit really nicely in with all of that cottage kind of area as well. For this kitchen, I did want to put it in the front of the house and have it quite like you walk into the kitchen. I feel like that's quite common for a lot of cottages for some reason. It just seemed to be the best option for me rather than walking into the living room with the space and everything. However, because of walking into the whole kitchen area, it didn't leave a lot of room for the dining room to be present in the kitchen. So I realized I had to move the dining room elsewhere. I did want to put one of those little coat rack things in the doorway there. It just didn't really seem to look good though. I really like putting those little mud hutches and whatnot, but it just didn't have the space for it, which I guess is part of the challenge with the whole tiny living pack and tiny homes, is that you really have to condense what you want to put in the home if you still want to make it look good, be practical, be able to move around and everything, but keep to those 64 tile restrictions. I went for a lot of a white sort of theme for the kitchen, just to keep it quite open and like that little L shape as well. And for the lightings, I did want to put a different kind of style light in the kitchen and in the house in general. Unfortunately, a lot of the lights don't seem to have the same lighting abilities as the subtle saucer light, but the new ones from the Eco Lifestyle pack actually are pretty decent as well. They do actually light up the room, not in that weird kind of orangey glow, but actually, you know, light up the room like it should be lit. So that's, you know, the promising thing. The pictures in the kitchen, I really love the Brindleton Bay pictures that they've got, the ones that they all change the colour, so I did want to put a couple of those around the house just in general. For the living room, I did really want to put one of the little nifty knitting couches. I think they're super cute and I think they really fit with that whole cottage feel. And they really just scream like grandma to me. For the rug, however, I did originally want to put that knitted rug from Cats and Dogs. It just didn't seem to fit. But I thought the whole bookcase and the TV kind of suited that cottage, kind of your typical grandma has an entertainment unit kind of thing feel. And I actually really loved the condensedness of it as well, and just how that all seemed to fit together as just a little small, cozy living room. Not too much, fancy stuff. But I did want to put a line of cats. I don't know why. Originally I thought while I was building this, I could put a cat, like actually make a home for a pet, because I've never actually done that in The Sims 4 yet. But then I just ended up putting a whole bunch of cat ornaments on top of the TV unit, which I'm not, too upset about, because they are super cute. And I think, everybody loves cats. Why would you not put a row of cats on top of your TV unit? The pictures in the dining room, the whole dining room size is just a bit interesting, to be honest, because it is in the opposite side of the house from the kitchen, but it was the only practical kind of area where I thought I could put the dining room, and it just ended up being a little quaint kind of area just there with a couple of pictures and everything. And I did actually put the curtains in earlier than I normally do as well. I decided to pop a bookcase in between these two doors. It was a bit more difficult to kind of see something that didn't look too large and jut out a little bit, but I just didn't like the fact that it was empty, and I thought that a bookcase would be better. And I know that there's a bookcase attached to the TV unit from the Tiny Living Pack, because that's the whole glory of the Tiny Living Pack, but I just wanted to put an extra shelving unit in it as well. The bedroom was very small. I did decide to do the bedroom before the bathroom. Usually I leave them till the end, but it just didn't have enough room for a double bed. So I did end up going to a single bed, and I think that's when mentally I kind of changed it from being, this is a grandma little cottage, to this is just a cottage style home and a single bed is okay. There's nothing wrong with single beds. And I really like the eco lifestyle bed suites and everything like that. I don't know why I just don't seem to use any other beds. I really should though. Maybe I should do that challenge where I have to use the things that I hate or that I've never used before. If you want to see me do that, let me know in the comments as well. It's definitely a challenge that I'd be keen to do at some point as well. For the rest of the decorations in the bedroom and the rest of the dresses and stuff, it was a challenge with kind of what space was available. And then, what I could work with. I did end up putting the dresser at the end of the bed, and I actually thought that worked really well. It fit really perfectly. It was just a bit of a pain when it came to me putting the decorations that I wanted to put on top of the dresser, that I had to remove the dresser and put the decorations on, and then try to sort that out with that whole Alt key thing. That took a little bit of time, which was really annoying actually, but it did end up getting exactly where I wanted it to be as well. And I think the dresser, actually the style of it looks really cute at the end of the bed. And I think it is quite typical for what you'd see at the end of a bed rather than, or in a cottage rather than one of those larger ones. For the corner of the room, I wanted to put a seat, but none of the seats seemed to really fit. So I ended up putting one of those little poofy stool things at the in the corner instead, which I thought just helped fill in that space without chucking too many plants everywhere, because we all know that I really like to add plants everywhere, but just a little bit something different. And then once again back with those Brindleton Bay pictures, but the longer ones this time against the bedroom wall. Let's be honest, the paintings in the Cats and Dogs pack are just amazing. I love all of them. I can't fault them. The wall decorations are a little bit weird, like with all the cats and dogs, but they're really cute. But the paintings themselves are really, really good. I, once again, had problems with the bathroom. It seems to be every single house that I build, I can never get the bathroom right. It's almost gotten to a point where I feel like I should make the bathroom first and then put everything else around the bathroom, because I can never seem to make a bathroom flow the way that I feel like it should, or the way that I kind of had it in my mind at the beginning. But I did manage to kind of switch things around a little bit, move things a little bit to the side and whatnot. and actually create a bathroom that I'm quite happy with. Actually, I feel like it is a very functioning bathroom, and it looks pretty good as well. For the exterior, I did just want to obviously put a rocking chair on the front porch because they're actually adorable on the front porch, and why not? But in terms of the landscaping as well, I just wanted to put a lot of shrubs and bushes and plants and flowers and stuff like that, and just make it a really nice little cozy garden thing. So that is the finished build there, guys. I really like how this house turned out, and I'm actually wanting to play in this house as well. I think it's really cute. It would be really cute in real life as well. So thanks so much for watching. This house will be up on the gallery as well if you guys want to download it. Please let me know in the comments down below any other videos that you would like to see, any other build challenges as well. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.